Today we're going dragon hunting on the Blackdown Hills. No, seriously. So, come for a walk with me and let's go and discover the secrets of Castle Neroche. It's this way. Castle Neroche is located between Taunton and Chard, on top of the glorious Blackdown Hills. It's very easily Googleable, and there is a free car park as well. But, just remember, it's got a 2-metre height barrier, so don't turn up in a Clarkson-style grand design, will you? So the route that we're doing today is a circular one, and 90% of it is pretty easy going, but there is a hill involved that takes you down to the woodland walk, so be prepared to go back up it again. And the trail takes you through the forests that surround what used to be the site of an Iron Age hill fort, which is thought to have existed from all the way back in 800 BC, right up until the Roman invasion of 43 AD. And it was a bustling community too, full of roundhouses, and because it was a farming community as well, you'd have had livestock here. In fact, it's thought the word Neroche comes from the Old English, meaning camp where hunting dogs were kept. And to be honest with you, I am very jealous of the views that they would have had up here. Stunning, right? Well, the next significant date for this hillside after it was an Iron Age fort was 1066. And I know you know that date just from the insurance ads, right?
0800 00 1066.
Yep, the Battle of Hastings. Did it happen here? No, of course it didn't. It happened in Hastings. So why am I mentioning it? Well, the significance is William the Conqueror of Normandy, who obviously was victorious over the Saxon king, Harold Godwinson, when he won the Battle of Hastings, he basically got all of his merry men to try and fortify as much of Britain as possible, the Norman conquest as it were. And one of his men was his half-brother, Robert, the Count of Mortain. And when Robert, dear Robert, came to this hillside, he saw that there was sort of a forty type thing going on here. So what he did is he built what's called a Motte and Bailey castle. And he did it here purely because it was one of the highest bits of this area. It was a sense of power, it was a sense of pride. I rule over you. Didn't last long, mind. I think it was less than a century. It was refortified for the Civil War, and then it was basically abandoned. And I think this is all that's left today. Now, the route itself isn't very long. In fact, you'd be lucky to do more than a couple of miles, really, in total. And it is, as I mentioned, a little bit hilly in places, but the scenery is absolutely stunning. And on quiet days, you can literally hear leaves falling. You feel one with nature. It feels like it is literally just you and the squirrels. Now, it's also worth saying that this whole area is run and managed by Forestry England. Now, you may see the odd bit of timber lying on the ground. Over here you can see it, the odd tree trunk, that sort of thing. But don't think that this type of deforestation is a bad thing, because it's not. Actually, it's really good tree management for two reasons. Firstly, it benefits the UK timber market. Plus, I think something like 85% of UK timber is imported. Secondly, it's good for biodiversity, because if you have too many trees in a forest, the canopy above, the leaves and the branches, is too thick, so sunlight can't come down and reach the ground floor. And so if it can't reach the ground floor, what's there, plants, bugs, insects, even birds and things like that, they can't flourish, they can't survive. So if you chop down a few trees, allow sunlight to come through, you've got a healthy little habitat, healthy little forest. As long as you replant them, I think these guys plant something like 7 million every year, something like that. I think they'll be all right. Right, I think we're nearly there. I smell a dragon.
So where is this fire-breathing pain in the neck anyway?
Inside, waiting for us to rescue her.
Okay, so this is all local rumour, but legend has it that the hill that we're on is actually hollow, and a huge dragon slumbers there for most of the year, guarding its vast store of treasure. I know, I'm getting serious Smaug vibes too. It's thought the dragon accumulated the treasure over the years by ambushing unlucky travellers on the road and stealing their treasure. Either way, I'm just keeping my eyes peeled, really well and truly, just in case, you never know. Oh, shit. Is that it? I'm only joking. Aren't they brilliant? They're absolutely fantastic. There's another one over there, look. And there used to be a tree. And what happened was some very talented bloke called Gary Orange, you can find him on Facebook. He's a chainsaw artist based down in Devon. He came up here 2020 and he spent hours carving these dragons. And this is what they look like today. It's so in keeping with the legend as well of the dragon of these hills. It's brilliant. I absolutely love it. Why don't you come up and see them for yourself? Come up, discover the history, the mystery and the legend of Castle Neroche. Thanks for coming with me, guys. I'll see you next time.